right, man. Welcome to What the Hell Do I Know? You know what I'm saying? The couples therapy podcast. You know, I got two new couples. You know what I'm saying? Next time we're gonna have like a studio audience and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make y'all fuckers pay to come in here. You know what I'm saying? But we got Mr. Cockrell and we got Mrs. Cockrell. You know what I'm saying? She told me to say that's Mrs. Cockrell to you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But when I first got here, well, before I got here, I heard that you guys kind of already started off with a little tension.
So it's not necessarily tension. There's rules when you're driving, right? Especially if the man is driving and you're the female in the passenger seat. You have certain obligations, and that is to get the directions, to give directions, to make sure that the music is
Control the music.
control the
That's it.
music, make sure that there's parking, make sure that you have enough change for the meter, things like that.
So you feel like these things, like what you're saying right now, is something that a man is supposed to handle.
No, he's supposed to just drive, and whomever is sitting in the passenger seat is responsible.
Responsible for what?
For getting directions and making sure those little ins and odds are taken care of.
Is that your rule?
That is my role.
How do you feel
And
about that rule? Do you feel comfortable with her feeling like she has all the control when it comes to?
No, I ain't saying
passenger seat?
control.
But that's basically what you're saying.
But
You're
that's
basically
control.
saying that you have all
I'm
the control.
insisting with
That's
the
not
control.
assisting. That sounds like you wants to be in control of everything. And my name is I'm just a driver. I'm Harpo. I'm just driving.
So you the Uber,
I'm the Uber.
and you're telling him, what to do and how you do it.
Not necessarily that. I just feel like I should be helping you concentrate
No,
on getting
perfect.
us to a
I'm gonna
safe
give you a perfect
destination.
example.
Mr.
I'm
Professional
gonna give you
Driver.
I have a CDL. I've been certified by the state of New York. I am a professional driver.
Professional.
So here's the thing. I use Google.
Google Maps.
I use Google Maps for every fucking thing.
You gotta get Waze, man. Waze is the best. Tells you when the cops is around.
So,
Everything.
but wait. I go on to Google. I look. She goes onto Waze, and she puts in the wrong address.
But I didn't know it was the
She
wrong
put
address at the time.
She
that I
put
did
the
it.
wrong address in.
So is that what you guys argued about? The wrong address, or you argued about the fact that she's controlling? the
Because what I
situation?
did was I said, "Well, I grabbed my phone. I'll do it." Oh no, you're driving. I'll do it.
Right.
She was quick to grab the
I'm
phone
trying to
and
save
take
your
over.
professional life.
Your phone or her phone?
She had her phone.
Okay, so
And
you had
she-
her phone.
And she had the wrong address. She put the wrong address in.
I did. But at least I got us to Manhattan 7 minutes faster.
It did have a little bit of a quicker route, but it was the wrong address. At the end of the day, it was wrong.
It seems like she does that a lot.
Yes.
Is she one of those at the home? She always feels like everything has to be done a certain way, her way, or
Yes.
it's a problem. How do you feel about that?
Sometimes I fall back because, like, it's not really worth. It's a small thing. It's not really worth making a big issue out of it. But I realized by letting her get away with these little small things for so long, it's become quite a big thing.
So what's the biggest thing that she does that annoys you when it comes to that? Like, what is the one thing what is your pet peeve when it comes to that?
I could tell her something, and she does this often. I could tell her something, like, babe, you should do this. Go ahead, X, Y, Z. No, that's not it. No, you gotta do it like this way. She has to combat everything I say. Now, somebody could come along and say the same exact thing I just said. Oh, yo, babe, guess what? We should do it like this. I just told you that.
So let me ask you, do you think that she doesn't feel comfortable with you being the leader of the household?
I think she feels comfortable with herself being the leader. She wants to be in charge. She wants to be in control of everything.
So let me ask you a quick. Let me come to you real quick, right? Is there a reason why you're like that?
I was getting ready to say it's.
You look like you couldn't wait. You was like.
This for me, it stems from me being a single person for a long time. So having to be in control is something that had to come as second nature. I had to be in control. So to be with a partner and now share responsibilities in all aspects of my life, it is something that is used.
But don't you think that's a part of being in a relationship, is sharing the responsibilities in a sense?
Absolutely. And I think that sometimes I'm not conscious.
I don't believe sometimes. I think it's more than
Okay,
sometimes.
all right, more than sometimes.
Now I want complete honesty, because whether you believe it or not, these little problems that people may consider little problems, like he says, and he clearly explained it himself, where it'll escalate to something more.
Right.
So did you have an experience like was your father home? Did you have that? Was you amongst that kind of situation where you had both parents and you seen your mother being like that, or was just experience through being in relationships with other men that made you feel like you had to be in control?
I'm gonna say the second part definitely. Um,
So most of
Past
the men you dealt with was
relationships, yeah.
childish. You had to be the mother in a relationship.
Right.
So how do you feel about him? Do you feel like you have to be the mother in a relationship with him?
No.
So then why won't you allow him to take control if you feel like that?
I guess it has to do with me just not trusting.
But why wouldn't you trust him? You guys have unprotected sex, right?
No, not necessarily trusting him. I mean, trusting and believing that this is what it is.
Letting go of that power is hard.
It
for
is.
You, huh?
What is she, a Virgo or something? What's this one?
Right.
I'm definitely a Taurus.
Oh, you're a
Taurus.
Taurus. Be on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Oh, talking to the mic. My fault. My bad. I thought. You know, because I ain't loud. I forgot. You know what I'm saying? But luckily we have very expensive microphones, so I could talk from a little distance. You know what I'm saying? But so being that you're so controlling, which is kind of like a Taurus trait in a way. You guys are very strong-headed, and is your way or the highway. You know, usually Tauruses like men that they can control. I think they feel comfortable with controlling men. You know what I'm saying? Like it will, at least in the women I've come across that are Tauruses, they usually like the men that they're able to control. So do you feel like he's that type of man that you could control him?
Absolutely not.
So he bosses up on you.
He does. He can.
He can?
Once he says can, that's it.
You respect it.
That's it.
I don't believe that.
Now, my past relationships, I was my past relationship, I was in a long-term relationship,
How
marriage.
long?
About 18 years.
18 years.
Yeah.
Wow. You have children in that relationship?
Yes, 2.
Okay.
It was very volatile. It was a lot of arguing back and forth. So I said, you know what? With my next serious relationship, I'm going to learn to be more calm and just be cool with it. So when my wife starts to act up a little bit, I'll let her ride. But then when it gets to a point where I feel like you're getting ready to get a little too out of line, listen, my nigga, enough. That's it.
And she just falls back.
And then when she does, she stops. I don't know what it is, but when I say, yo, nigga, enough.
So what about that? Is his demeanor? Do you feel like what is it that makes you stop? Because obviously you have that in you. What makes you stop and say, okay, I'm gonna leave it alone?
Honestly, I don't think that I'm conscious that I'm doing it because he's so passive.
I agree with that.
I really do. I really think that he lets me go on and on and on, and then when he's had enough, he's letting me know, like, chill.
So what's the boiling point? What's the boiling point for you when it comes to that situation? Like, what's the boiling point?
If it goes on a certain amount of time, like if we having some words back and forth, I'm not gonna sit here and go back and forth with you all day, all night long. Like, listen, okay, you said how you feel, you said that, I'm saying how I feel. We can't come to a compromise or an agreement on this. You know what? Let's just chill for a night. Maybe tomorrow we can come back. We can revisit this tomorrow, and then maybe be good. But no, you want to still, my nigga, enough, no more.
So she's the bickering, complaining type. Does she have an issue with everything? Is she like a neat freak? Is she?
I won't say complaining, but she's like one of these people who like, she can't just go along with it.
She has to be compatible.
She gotta have something to say about it.
So do you feel that she's in competition with you? Do you feel like you guys are still in competition? Like she's, you know, like, matter of fact, let me ask you, what kind of relationship do you guys have? If you had to describe your relationship, I'm gonna let her go first, and then you could come into it. If you had to describe your relationship, what kind of relationship do you guys have?
We definitely have a fun relationship. Like, he's the person that I could just be myself. I could take away everything, and I could just be who I am.
When you say take away everything, you mean physically everything?
Physically, I could just let loose. I could say how I feel. I could just be who I am around him, and I never had that. And so, I don't know. That's what mostly attracted me to him, is that he was that calmness to my craziness.
It was my body too. Don't forget about that.
Well, we didn't get into that.
It was his body too. That's what he
She
said.
was on
Well,
my body heavy.
that was the
So y'all met each
initial-
other in the gym or something? Like that?
No, I'm at work actually.
Oh, where y'all work together? What is it that y'all do?
She works at an airline, and I'm a truck driver, so I go
Okay.
pick up the freight.
Yeah, because I went through the page and I seen that she was away for like 2 weeks. Where was she?
And
Where did she go for
Cal,
those
she
2
went to
weeks?
Cali.
Went to California. And why did you go? For work or?
Yeah, for work.
How did you feel when she was gone those 2 weeks?
That's my nigga, my boy. Yo, that's my girl. I miss her. You know.
So you didn't feel no way? You
I didn't think she would be like out there. My wife has a very outgoing personality, and I completely trust her. I never thought in all the years that we were together, thought that she laid down with another man. That has never come into my mind, never.
Not one
And
time.
I take pride.
Not
in
one
that.
time.
I take pride in that.
But
Oh.
But she does sometimes, I think, let bullshit go on a little too long.
Let me try to paint the picture a little bit, and if I'm wrong, you can tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe she may be somewhere like a party or something, and maybe a guy is like flirting with her in a way, and she kind of lets it go on too far.
She'll let the conversation. I think that you should kind of nip it in the bud right away, but she actually has, she'll have a casual conversation with someone, and then if they try to advance, she's like, no, I'm married. But you don't let the nigga sit there and talk for like 5-10 minutes already. So he thinks he got a shot.
So why do you allow him to do that? Why do you like people to have those long drawn out conversations with you? Do you like that feeling of being wanted by other men, or?
That's definitely not it. I think that I'm a person that thinks outside the box. So I think about how hard it must be for you to come and approach a person, that you don't know, and shoot your shot. Like
Why do you want them to shoot their shot? If
No,
you're a
I don't
married
want
woman?
them. I don't want them to.
That's what you
I'm
just said.
thinking about how hard it must be for someone to do that. You don't know that I'm married, well, unless you're looking, but you don't know that. So you approach me. What, am I
wouldn't
gonna be
care
a
anyway.
Stink chick? Like, no,
And
get out my
and I
face.
say to her all the time,
I
they
don't.
don't
I
care.
don't do that. Me personally, I don't do that. I don't just brush people away. I'll entertain it, and then when I feel like it's crossed the line,
But you
then
don't feel like it already crossed the line when you allow that person to go past 1 minute of conversation? Don't you think you should be like, hey, I'm married, I'm sorry, keep it moving? You don't think that's something?
No, I don't think so, because I've had friendships that have come out of just meeting somebody, whether it was
So you've had friendship. So you had friendship with males that wanted to actually be with you.
No, that I know of, no.
So let me ask you a question. Let's say we're in a party and you guys are out, and there's a woman flirting with him, and he's talking to her for
Not
past your threshold. How would
Not
you?
happening.
Why is it not happening? Why is it okay for you to sit there and entertain a guy and have a conversation with him, but yet he can't do the same thing? What's
Do
wrong with
as
that?
I say, not as I do.
Do you think that? I mean, I hear that, but do you think that's fair? Why is it that he should be more comfortable with allowing you? Are you saying that he should trust you more than you trust him?
Yes,
And why is that?
because I gave him my word.
No. So you think your word is enough? You think you just saying? You know how many times I've seen people. Every relationship starts like that. Every relationship starts like, I wouldn't do this to you. I wouldn't do that to you. I
in
wouldn't do
our
this
case,
to you.
it is because we both came from chaos, right?
Yeah.
And for us to come together was the safe place for both of us. We said, you know what?
So you guys came together out of convenience.
No, not convenience. Definitely, a fresh start for both of us.
In a sense of what you used to deal with in the past.
Yeah,
So he's more.
I could be whoever I wanted to be, and
So the other men you was with didn't allow you to be yourself.
no,
Were they more controlling?
yes,
And you didn't want to be controlled anymore. Then you
Right.
found a man that you, in a sense, feel you could kind of control.
not control.
I mean, you just said that it's okay for you to talk with a guy for 5 to 10 minutes, but he can't do
I was
that.
saying that in light, just being funny, but typically when women talk to him,
You're not being funny. You're so serious. Let me cut you off real quick. So let me ask you a question. Out of how many times has she gotten jealous in the situations that matter? How many times has she gotten overboard? Because she seems like the overboard type.
We went to a club one time, and the club is packed. So I'm at the bar. Some girl comes up. She's dancing behind me, right? She takes a fucking water bottle off the counter and hits the fucking girl with it and pushes her. That's because the girl turned her ass to me and she was like grinding on my fucking leg.
You exaggerated the story.
I'm not.
100%. So
But wait. Can I finish? Wait. And that same evening, earlier, we in the middle of the floor dancing, and a dude brushes up against me on some rude shit. Oh no, calm down, babe, calm down. You can't do that. No. Wait a minute. You telling me to calm down and be good, but now when a chick is involved, now you ready to fight.
So the situation is this. He's a big black guy with a bald head and a beard, right?
Yeah, we the sexiest.
And in the club,
Killing it.
who they taking down first? Security coming to you, police coming to you. So that's my rationalization.
Or that's your excuse for
when-
Because
acting
you can't
like that.
always run to that.
Listen, I'm trying to make sure that my kids have their dad.
But
in
what
the
does that
morning.
have to do with a
Like-
female dancing on him?
Well, the female, I gave her the eye, like he's with me. Let's not do
the
that.
eye? What's the eye?
You know, when you let another female know, like, it's nice, it's cute, but cut it out.
Oh, that look right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I just seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Yo, I almost felt like you was about to hit me. When you put a flashback. I'm looking at you like that one.
And she kept going, and I kind of gave her the tap, like, Ma, you had too much to drink. You doing too much. Relax. And she continued going.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to let her know, and
So you hit her with a bottle. And then where did it go after that?
I think we said goodnight to everybody.
So let me ask you a question. What if you hitting her with the bottle would have actually started a situation where he had to have gotten aggressive? You didn't think about that?
I didn't think that far.
Because you was being jealous.
Yeah, definitely.
But so you don't trust him.
I do trust him.
So why
I don't
was
trust
it
other females. I don't trust
but
other
what
females.
what do the other females have to do with him?
They do too much.
No, but what do
Women,
they have to
period.
do? No, but
They
what
do
do they
too
have
much.
to what do they have to do with him?
I gotta make sure that. My
Why do you
husband-
have to make sure of that?
Because I'm his wife. That's
so
my
when you
job.
when you was gone for those 2 weeks, how did you feel those 2 weeks? Did you feel like maybe he could have been dealing with another female?
No.
You had no insecurities of that?
No.
So if you had no insecurities from him being gone for 2 weeks, for you being gone for 2 weeks, why would you have an insecurity right in front of you? So you don't trust him?
Because we were in a setting in which single people go.
So that means they would've
she
went to the
might've
bathroom and did what?
She might have got the wrong impression. She might have thought that he was, looking to have a good time, and he clearly was looking to have a good time with his wife.
So why is it okay for him to be patient with you when you're being flirted on with another man and you can't be patient with him? Why didn't you allow him?
It's double standards all around the board.
No.
period, about everything.
See,
So
we're gonna
it could
always
be-
run with the double standards excuse. I'm asking you a specific question. I need a specific answer. Why is it okay for him to allow you to go 5 to 10 minutes, engage in a conversation with a man who men are way more aggressive when it comes to getting attention from a female?
That's an interpretation.
No.
Men are not.
Men,
Men are-
listen,
well, at
if
least
you
not in
laugh
my
too
case.
long at a guy's joke, he thinks you want to suck his dick.
Exactly.
I'm just telling you, you could pat a guy on the knee and he thinks you want to suck his dick.
Men read into situations like we have a totally different mindset to when it comes to that. If you give me too much conversation, I'm thinking that I got you.
So wait a minute. So you mean to tell me from the first time that you met me, you automatically assumed that we was going to smash
No.
or that it was going
The
because
first time
I'm
you-
the same way all the time.
very first conversation we had, you was stink as hell, man. You was mad stink.
So how did you warm him up? How did you warm her up into?
She came after me.
Oh, so how was she stink if she came after you?
The very first time I met her, I came in to pick up some freight. Hello, welcome. Just talking mad short. I'm like, okay. I'm like, good morning. Good morning. I'm like, damn.
I get hit on all day.
And I understand that. You deal with men and truck drivers all day long, so I get it. So I'm like, I understand. The second time I came in, same thing. She still was stiff. I'm like, hey, good morning. How you doing? I'm not trying to hit on you. I'm just being
A polite person, cordial.
right. Still, I said, yeah, this chick is like, there's something wrong with her.
So then, what What was the adjustment that made you say, you know what, I want this guy?
He stopped.
Oh, because he stopped being interested in you.
He stopped.
So
He stopped.
so rejection turns you on.
Not necessarily rejection, but I wanted to know, why did he stop?
But why did it matter? Why was you being stink in the first place?
Well, a lot of factors played into that. One, he was kind of looking right. He had his sleeves was off. He was, standing very muscular.
So let me ask you a question. So you didn't feel like that the first time you seen him? You
No.
didn't feel like that the first time?
No, I really wasn't even looking at him because it's something that happens so often that you don't even
So how did
see
you
a person.
So how did you recognize the fact that he stopped saying hi to you then?
You see people. So I saw him and I was like, oh wow, he didn't.
So was that part of your game plan?
No, I actually,
Or you just tired of her stink attitude? You say, you know what?
I just was
tell her
tired of
this.
attitude, and I understood it that sitting up there at the counter and you're dealing with men all day. I understand niggas are going to hit on you. They gonna. So I'm not even coming on that type of time. I'm just saying good morning to you. That's it. And she gave me an attitude the first time, then the second time. Then I think I dealt with her maybe once or twice after that, and I didn't say nothing. Now, the next time I came in, I walked through the door. My shit was looking crazy.
Finish hitting the gym.
Yo, I
He was looking
tore it
right.
up that morning. I was swelled out
looking right.
crazy.
Look at her face. She started, that shit just started glowing like.
So I just walked in. I stood on line quietly. She walks out the back. She looks at me, turned around, walked out. I said, oh, heck, I'm this stink nigga again. Then she comes back. Oh, come on, I'll take you. I said, oh, okay. And then she starts talking. Oh, I got to go to Cali. I got to pick up a dog for my cousin. I'm like, yo, she's never talked to me, gave me conversation at all.
So that's when you knew you could hit it.
Not even that. I didn't even think
You did
about
say earlier that when, guys get conversation, we automatically
Right.
think we have a chance.
But because of her attitude in the past, I wasn't even,
Entertaining it in that
I
way.
didn't even, but we stood in that corner and she processed my paperwork and we talked for like an hour.
What did y'all talk about? What did the conversation consist of?
Everything.
Finances.
Finances, kids, dogs, trips.
In a sense of what you looking for in a relationship, or you just generally
Just in
talking about
Just
it?
in general.
Yeah.
I like how you flipped it, because I was asking a question earlier and somehow we got to this part, which I was like, it's fine, but I got to bring it back. I need to know why. Is it okay for you to engage in conversation so long and he's not allowed to do the same? Why
Because-
didn't you let him tell the young lady, hey, listen, check this out. I'm married. My wife is here.
Because he let it happen too long. First of all, it was in front of me.
How long did it happen?
This was going on for a little minute with Shorty. That this
Was he entertaining her or was his back to her?
It didn't even matter because she continued to engage with him. So I'm trying to give her the okay, you need to chill out. I'm here with him. And she wasn't catching on those cues. I don't know if she was intoxicated or what, but whatever the case was, it wasn't happening. Not that
We
night.
were face to face and my back, the chick walked up and she put her ass against me.
Which is okay in certain settings.
But not that setting.
Not that setting.
How? When they're in the club?
If we was in a strip club, maybe something different.
No, but in the club, people dance with each other. They,
Right.
girls
And
bump and grind.
Right. And she was under the impression that maybe he was a single man. And I was there to tell her that he is not.
But why didn't you let him do that when he allows you to do that? Because
He entertained it too long.
I
It
did-
went
you know,
on
you,
too
you know what I
long.
think
It
you
was
got.
2 minutes, 3 minutes. It was quick.
And how long does she on average entertain a guy's conversation? About 10 minutes, right? 5 to
Not in
10
front
minutes.
of you, never.
In front of me, never.
So how do you know about that then?
Because I'm a truck driver. I'm
And
at the
honest,
job. So
And I'm honest. And I tell my husband.
Do you tell him to cover your back?
What do you mean?
Like, do you tell him? Because usually women tell their husbands or boyfriends or whoever they're dealing with something before somebody else gets the opportunity to tell them, so does it come off the wrong way?
Never. My husband's my best friend. I tell him everything. So
So then why don't you trust him to speak to the women and let him, you don't trust him to be around other women?
I think maybe that's something in me that I just have to let them know.
No, but why do you have to let them
Beforehand.
know? I thought you trust him though.
I do trust him. I don't trust them.
But I just think y'all use that as an excuse that I don't trust them.
I don't trust them because I was them. So I would see a married man and be like,
So
Fair
you
game. So that has to do with me, not
no.
him.
It would have to do with the man, because if the man doesn't allow it to happen, then it won't happen. Correct. So are you saying that if a woman is pressing him hard enough that he might give
Nah.
in?
Think I'm
Never.
gonna fold?
You think he's gonna fold?
Never.
So then why didn't you allow him to do
Because
that?
it has to do with the respect thing, as far as a female on another female.
But how can she have respect for somebody she doesn't even know?
She gotta have respect for me.
But how? She doesn't even know who you are. She didn't know you exist.
But that's the point. She needs
You
to
could
know
have
who
been.
I
You could have
am.
been another girl in the club, seeing a guy that you into, and you mad that another female is on it before you, and
But
she.
I gave her the okay. I gave you the.
No,
right.
but some people don't understand sign language.
And she could have been drunk. Most likely she was drunk.
Did you like that she was rubbing on you though? Did that?
I mean, the ass felt good, but I didn't like it.
Did-
I'm just saying. I'm not like,
we
oh
came
yeah.
Here, we came here being nice.
No. We can be nice and we can be
No,
whatever.
I'm
But what's wrong with him? So do you have a problem with him looking at other women? You think that's?
No, I think it's kind of healthy, to be honest with you.
Oh really?
Yeah,
You're cool with that?
I am.
Okay, so are you cool with her looking at other men? Does she have a crush that you may know of?
No, that I don't know. I've never heard her say that she has a crush.
Or you
on
never
another
asked?
person. We have conversations. She does a broad general type. She's like, I like my men with bald heads and the chocolate. Or I like chocolate men. I like chocolate men. I said, okay, all right, but it's never been I like that guy right there.
So would you trust her around Idris Elba?
Yeah, his accent gonna fuck it up anyway. So,
But she don't like the accent?
no, the accent gonna dead that shit anyway.
So let me ask y'all a more serious question, right? What's the worst thing you guys been through in your relationship that you felt like could have broke your relationship?
I could say for me, the kid's other parent intervening.
In what way?
And because I'm gonna be honest, right? Because that's what we're here for, right?
Oh no, I want you to be completely honest.
So I feel like my bonus children's mother, it wants him still.
Do you have children with somebody else?
I do.
So do you feel the same way about her?
No, I don't think that she.
No, I'm not saying she wants to be with the.
You think the other
baby
people?
father. Do you feel the same way that he might want to still be with her? Do you believe in that whole bullshit that the baby father can always fuck the baby mother or vice versa?
Right.
You believe that?
No, I don't believe that.
So
But
do you think that he would go and have sex with her, with her in any way?
I know that he wouldn't,
So why does it matter that she wants to be with him? Why does it matter?
because sometimes he entertains it too long.
What's too long?
What time is it?
No, I'm just saying, what's too long? I mean, what do you? But they're co-parents, so don't you think they should be able to communicate with each other?
Absolutely. And I'm a big advocate for co-parenting for the betterment of the children. But
You want me to not have any conversation with her
because
if it's
people
not
misinterpret that.
pertaining to the children.
Right.
But why not? Why can't they have a healthy relationship as co-parents and have
They
conversations?
can have healthy. There's steps, right, that you have to take to get there. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't just you just wake up and decide that you want to be someone's friend when you've done all of these things in a relationship. If it went sour, there's steps that you take. So I don't feel like it's time yet to take the next step. I think that we should just get in a
So you don't
comfortable
believe
space
6
first.
years of him being with you is not enough time for them to grow a healthy, friendly relationship with each other?
No,
Why not?
because it's a lot of petty stuff that happened in between.
So do you feel because they've had, 18 to 19 years together?
Yeah.
Do you feel that that's something hard for him to wean off? So you don't want him to kind of like rekindle it by them having continuous conversation?
I think it's the other way around. I think that she feels that way, that any kind of interaction with him rekindles.
You know what I
something
noticed that
between
you do all the time? Is you always deflect it on the other party. Why do you deflect on the other party when you really should be more focused on the type of man that he is?
I do.
It doesn't seem like that because you
I
keep
do.
bringing up oh, it's too long and this, that, and the third and da 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 and blah blah blah.
We've
And
had that
it's her.
conversation.
Huh?
We've had that conversation. I told her I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks or what she thinks or how she feels. I know what I'm doing. I'm taking my ass to work and driving that fucking truck and coming back home to you.
So it shouldn't matter, right? In the sense that he has this cool conversation with his baby mother.
It's not cool conversation.
What's wrong? What do you mean? What's cool conversation? What kind of conversation do they have if you're saying that it's not cool?
It's just these underlying things that are said to make it look like it's something that it's not.
In the sense of
Because
what?
again, I can speak from experience because
No, I don't want you to talk
that's
about
what I
Pat.
do.
I want you to talk about your guy's current situation because this is what's going on. Him and his baby mother and you and your baby father, that's not what's going on.
right.
It's you and him
Well,
that's
I mean,
going on.
it is going on because it continues to happen.
Like
So,
what?
certain things.
Like what? We being honest here. You guys agreed to be honest, and I want to hear. And because if you keep that hit in within yourself, it's gonna always reoccur. So it has to be a
Right.
complete understanding. So you have to be honest about what you feel you don't like. Just same way where I could imagine that, because to me it seems like he has more trust for you than you have for him. Because not one time has he mentioned your baby father or any other man, in a sense. You understand what I'm saying? The only time he mentioned it was in the sense of you entertaining it too long. But that's just him trusting you enough to handle that situation without him having to come up to that guy and go, hey, yo, check this out, it's my woman. He is a big black guy, like you said.
Right.
So I'm asking you, do you feel like she has less trust for you than you have for her?
I think so. I feel like that. Because once I say, listen, my nigga, it's me and you, I got your back, we together, I'm not even entertaining that. I'm not even thinking about that. I feel that should be it. You should never question my loyalty to you, and I've been with you all this time.
But I don't question your loyalty to me. I've never accused you or said, I think you've done something. That's never came out of my mouth.
So why does it matter that the mother of his children feel that way? Why does it matter? If what you're saying is true,
Right.
if you truly believe that, then why does she matter?
She matters because she's not going anywhere.
Your baby father ain't going nowhere either.
Well,
So what's your point?
he's not. He's a non-factor.
That's what you're saying.
His communication with me is via our children, and it's
But that's your
on a
relationship.
need to talk to each other basis.
Who does the kids live with? They live with you or live with the mother?
Your mother.
They live with their mother. So don't you feel like he should be cool with his baby mother, being that you guys are, excuse me, bitter women, and usually you guys get upset, and because I've seen it happen.
Bitter?
No, but I mean bitter because when a woman is bitter, especially if she's broken up with the man that she spent 19 years with, has children with, now he has another a beautiful woman that's with him, and he's not giving her the same attention. Usually, when the man becomes how you say, like, pushes away or acts to what's the word I'm looking
Becomes
for?
a little more absent.
Like
He's not
it
there,
becomes a little
right?
more absent in her life. Don't you feel like she may cause some resentment where then you get the child support bullshit, then you get the I'm taking you to court, then you get the BS. So how do you know he's not engaging in a friendly conversation not to get to that point?
Because we've tried to collectively to have that friendship, cordial, kumbaya moment
As a
trio,
collective?
as a trio.
So would you guys try some freaky shit?
No, no, but to co-parent.
Did you ever thought about it?
In the beginning, I thought about once. Yeah.
Would you have concurred with that if that would happen? You don't think your relationship would have been better if that would have happened?
If she was better, maybe.
Oh, so you feel like his baby mother doesn't look that good?
She's trash. My bad.
Do you feel the same way?
Listen, I was with the woman all those years. If she was trash, I never would have been with her. Oh, well.
So that's her opinion. I think all
That's,
women will always
that's
say.
her opinion, right?
That's
Like,
her
come on.
opinion, right?
Right.
So what about the father of her kids? Do you feel he's trash?
I think it's
Huh? What?
I think it's a chord, man.
So you say she's just used to cornballs and she's insecure about, because if she's so trash, it doesn't make sense to me. Why would she be so insecure about somebody that she feels she's better than?
I just, like I said, it has to do with the whole the sneakiness behind my back. Like you.
But what's
like
sneaky?
You,
You're not.
like
You
you're
keep
trying to
saying the
do a one-up.
sneakiness.
You're trying to do a one-up
So
on me.
what
and
is?
I,
What's the
that,
one? But what's the
that
one
irks
up?
me.
You keep telling me.
So
Vague
like,
answers.
okay, so like you'll have 11 o'clock call at night about nothing. You
That was
calling?
one time.
You call? No, this happens. It happens so often you don't even realize it that it does happen.
Why? How does he not realize it?
Because he's hitting the snooze and going back to sleep. But it's the mere fact that you can say, oh well, I have that relationship with my baby father. I could call him anytime I want to. And I'm like, I'm his wife, and you can't call him anytime you want to.
But that's the mother of his. He's gonna be around her for the rest of his life until one of them passes, right? So don't you think they should have a cool relationship, especially for the children?
He can have a cordial relationship with her. He doesn't have to have a relationship with her.
So why haven't you checked her and told her, listen, you know I'm married now, I have a wife, and she's uncomfortable with you calling at these times. Why haven't you told her that?
Now, in the beginning, I was a little naive to it. I thought it was like little petty bullshit. I didn't pay any attention. But as of late, when she did it, I let her know that, listen, you can't call me at 11. And she actually stopped.
No, but how long has it been going on before you guys came to that conclusion that you said something? 6 years?
No. Nah. It was, I said in the beginning of the relationship, it was really like that. She would call me up talking about, oh, she smells something burning in the house and shit like that.
And would you run over there to see what's going on?
No, because I knew it was nothing going on. I said if the house was on fucking fire, you would know about it. Like there's nothing wrong with the house. Then
Well,
it
it
was.
could have been carbon monoxide.
But then she couldn't fucking smell it. Then she probably
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You can't smell carbon monoxide. So you feel like those are the ploys that she would use to try to get close to him.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it was. I agree with it 100%.
So who broke up with you? What caused your separation from your wife? That
My
got to
wife.
that point? You separated from her. Or she
Yeah,
separated
I
from you?
left her because the cheating was like out of control.
Oh, so wait a minute. So you came from a relationship where you had a woman cheating on you,
Yeah.
but yet you came into this relationship without that baggage.
Right.
So how come he's able? So did you go through that in your relationship, like cheating?
I did.
So
My concern is not him, and I want to make that very clear. That I never.
you made it
for
clear
once,
about 7-8 times.
Never once thought that my husband slept with someone else. Ever. Never. But I don't like for women to test me because it's not a good thing.
But how are they testing you? How you know they're not testing him?
Because they know that he's a very passive person and that
What is
he.
this?
So you think he's
Passive
weak?
stuff.
No, I didn't say he's weak. I said I think he's a passive person.
So
I
you think he
that-
allows shit to go on because you could run over him in certain ways? You feel like somebody else could do the same thing to him?
I know what type of women are out there.
No, that's not
And
what I
I know
asked
that
you.
he's a nice guy, and I know
That's not
that
what I asked you.
know that I don't want for somebody to take advantage of him.
The way you do.
Not the way I do. I don't take advantage of my husband
So, but why do you feel that would happen to him if you don't do it to him?
because it's happened, and I will not let anybody do that to him.
Take advantage of him what way? Like financially?
No, I'm talking about his previous relationship where someone took advantage of him, and cheated on him, and I will not let that happen. I'm very protective of my husband.
Because he was passive.
Right.
You protective or jealous?
I want to say it's a mixture of both.
I don't think so.
I sprinkle it in there.
No, you want to throw it in there to kind of justify your BS, and I think he knows it's BS, and I think you guys, there's things that about you guys that you're hiding, and there's things that he's probably not comfortable telling you.
That I'm hiding?
You're hiding something, maybe with something about something that you feel, maybe something that you feel is bothering you that I don't think you really expressed to him in the right way.
I don't think so. I think that if I want to talk to my husband about something that bothers me, I'm going to wait a minute. And
What do you mean?
I think that
Why?
that's something
Do you think that's good?
I think it's healthy.
So you think it's healthy to let something build up?
Not build up, but I have to choose my words very carefully. So
Why?
because I don't want to hurt my husband. I might say something because I used to be a very disrespectful person and would say whatever I felt whenever I felt like
You
it.
got the disrespectful girl earrings on. We know. The loop is the disrespectful girl. You know. You see them loops, just know you about to get attitude.
So I have to make sure that I'm not, because like I said, I love my husband very much, and I don't want to hurt him ever. So
And you said something earlier, and I'm kind of piggybacking off it. You said that, you said to me just now, you said, oh, well, I used to be very certain type of way with your husband, right?
not with him, but
With the
before him.
with the other relationship. Okay. Some bullshit going on here. I'm trying to see where the bullshit lies, but there's some bullshit here.
No, being honest.
You're being 100% honest, but you keep blaming everybody else.
And that's the problem. You have to admit that sometimes it's you. If we have an argument, it's always somebody else's fault. It's always my fault. You have to admit your stake in the bullshit.
I tell you all the time, I could be strong and wrong.
She just had the lip quiver. You did a lip quiver? You know what a lip? She was like, ugh. So yeah, go ahead, answer that question. Answer what he said. What's your response to that?
What, that I could be wrong?
Can you admit to being wrong sometimes? Because it seems like you never are. It's always...
I most of the time I'm not wrong.
So I'm gonna ask you, is what she's saying true?
Oh, she's full of shit because she's fucking wrong. She's dead ass
So what
wrong
is she?
sometimes.
What is she mostly wrong about? What are the things that you just like? Yo, come on.
And it goes back to, wait, we got to do it like this or do this. And she just can't. It's like she has to have a macho shit about her.
Do you think that could potentially ruin you guys' relationship in the future, or is something that you could work on and something that you could deal with?
I think something that could be worked on because she has gotten better with it. But every once in a while, she gotta fight. She gotta put that fight up.
What was it that made it get better? Like what was it? Was it you always pressing it, or like what was it that made her?
I think it's just over time, in certain aspects, she's seen that okay, I could ease up, or maybe this nigga was right this time, you know.
So is there anything you want to change about his situation or him? What is your biggest pet peeve that you want to change about him?
I want to say that I'm a very professional person at work. And so I work in a business where there's nothing but men. And that my husband tends to think that all men want to sleep with his wife. And I don't think that's the case. I sometimes
Never
want him
said
to
that.
just look at me as a professional. Like, I'm really good at what I do. And people gravitate to me because I'm really good at what I do. And because I work in a business where they're mostly men, they gravitate towards me because of that. Not because they want to sleep
But
with
don't
me.
you think that also allows you to have an excuse?
I guess I never looked at it that way.
Has she ever used that as an excuse?
Yeah, all the time. I could tell her, yo, babe, this nigga's acting funny style. Like, come on, you don't see that? Oh, no, I'm married. I have my ring on. I said, what the fuck does that mean? Niggas don't give two fucks about your ring.
But I do.
You do, but we talking about them, not talking about you. A dude still try to... She was pregnant. She was fucking pregnant. 6-7 months pregnant.
You know about pregnant pussy, bro.
And this nigga was still hollering. One of her co-workers...
Space goes, you know about pregnant pussy. I know you had some
Yeah,
pregnant pussy.
I heard about Space, man. It was good.
You ain't never had no pregnant pussy? Oh, you don't know what you're
shit,
missing.
man.
But go ahead. Yeah, I was catching flashback.
So, I'm telling her, yo, this nigga like, come on. I'm pregnant. Who's looking at me? I'm like, yo, are you serious? And the nigga tried to advance on some low shit. And she was like, oh, no, what are you doing? Nigga, her attitudes, stopped talking to her, got into something shit at work, all that. I said,
And how did I handle it? Once it came to light that he was trying to make advances at me, how did I handle it?
But you should listen to me in the beginning when I
should
told
have.
you he was doing that.
I should have.
And that's not the
But I was
first
humble.
time.
You have a big issue with listening, I see here. It's them loop earrings, man. I'm telling you, man. Like, why do you have this issue? Like, it seems like you, from what I'm noticing, and I don't mean to be like pressing you more. The reason why I seen you pray, because I could tell you have more of that fire in you compared to him. He seems the more humble, cool, chill,
Right.
more understanding type person. He has some jealousy in him too. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
And I
glad
could
you
tell,
noticed it.
and I could tell he has a lot of rage in him as well. I think he suppresses a lot of rage. That's why I think he goes to the gym so much. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
What? Am I lying or
That's
am I?
100% fact.
No.
It's not?
There's no rage.
Give me
No.
a 6
You don't
five.
have no rage in you. You don't be in the gym. Fuck. You're not in the gym doing that.
Nah. I just do CrossFit shit. That's all.
So you don't.
He a lie.
So I know he's lying. So you don't agree on the fact that she says that she agreed on me and the fact that you're a jealous person as well.
I don't think that I'm a jealous person. I'm very protective of what's mine.
Oh, so y'all both usually say, well, y'all been around each other for a long enough time. I see y'all talking like each other. Oh, no, it's just protection. It's just protection.
That's right.
It's not jealousy, it's protection.
Right.
But protecting
Right.
from what? What would happen to her at a job? You think she could fuck somebody at the job? You feel like that could happen?
You can fuck somebody anywhere.
Never.
But I'm saying, do you feel like that could happen?
No, with her, my wife, no. I don't think that she would ever do that.
So then why does it matter? Because I have to flip it back on you. So why does it matter if these guys try to get with her, especially if she's a pregnant woman? What would make you, why?
I just didn't like the whole.
So did you decide to pull him to the side and be like, yo, look, check this out, it's my wife. You bugging?
Oh no, I couldn't dare do that. She have a heart. Don't you say nothing. This is my job. Don't say nothing. Don't. I said, listen. If the dude gets out of pocket, it gets extremely disrespectful. I gotta talk to that nigga.
And I handled it before.
But
you
why-
got
And then
to
she
that
goes,
point.
I handle it. So no, so I'm coming over there.
And did she really handle it though? Because you said it escalated to something else.
I think he got transferred before anything. He got moved someplace else.
Yeah.
You guys,
Yeah.
you guys.
But that's my guy.
I mean, 6 years. How do you know he's just not a habit now in your life?
Definitely not a habit.
You don't
Like,
think
I
you don't
chose
think
him.
you chose him?
I chose him.
And what made you choose him? Because you said he was passive. He wasn't like the other guys.
Absolutely.
He wasn't
He
a
was
cornball.
a dad. He was a dad. He was a real dad. Like, no lie. I would call him, be on video chat with him, and he'd be like, I gotta go. I gotta bathe the kids. I gotta go do homework. And I admired that.
With his children?
With his children.
Do you guys have children together as
We
well?
have one daughter
Oh,
together.
you have one daughter. Okay, and you have a child.
I have
Previously.
3 other children.
You have 3.
From
Wow.
previous marriage.
We have 6 girls altogether.
Right.
What?
Turn
You
out.
was a
6
slut.
girls.
Damn, the universe is giving you 6 daughters.
6 girls.
God damn.
Oldest is 18. Turn out today.
Happy birthday, Jasmine.
Oh,
Little
yeah,
baby.
today's her birthday.
Today's her birthday.
Shout out Scorpio season.
18.
Damn, man.
Dude.
Damn.
Good girl.
Good girl. Did she? You guys hang around each other?
Yeah.
That's cool. Is the mother comfortable with that?
No.
Why is that? Because
know.
you're an asshole when she tries to be cool with her baby father.
Yeah.
So why, if you want to have a relationship with a daughter, why would you continue?
Out of respect for the kids, I don't put hands and feet because I don't tolerate.
What do you
none
mean
of
hands and
that.
feet? Has it escalated to the point where you felt like you wanted to put hands and feet on?
Absolutely.
In what way?
Absolutely.
Have you gotten phone calls and threats from her or no?
Not necessarily threats, but she tries to pull my card in a passive aggressive way.
Like?
So I'm pregnant and she calls me and she's like, there's a lot of stuff he's not telling you. So I'm like, what? Like, you have no loyalty to him. So if your purpose is to
Right.
separate us, then tell me what it is that he's holding back from me. So we go back and forth. Well, I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting into y'all's business. I mean, you called me. So you must be wanting to get in our business. Make a long story short, I called him. As soon as I hung up, I was like, listen, your baby mother said that you holding back some information from me that I need to know. What is it? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
But let me ask you a question though. Why would you press him off of somebody that he used to deal with? Why would you press him off of what she said to you about
Because
him?
I'm not looking crazy in these streets. So before I look,
But don't you think that's
before I
crazy?
be strong and wrong, I'd rather confront him and ask him, listen, is this what's going on? Because I'm not going to look crazy.
But why would you listen to somebody that he's no longer dealing with? Would you be comfortable with him listening to your baby father? If your baby father would have said, "Hey, yo, check this out, man. There's some things she ain't telling you, bro."
Well, coming from the place that we both came from, I could see him listening to that. Like,
Never.
You agree?
I could
outta
see
here.
you.
Never.
I could definitely see you at least hearing him out.
Never.
think so?
Because
Yeah,
the
at least
nigga's
for,
an idiot.
for him to be
A
like, get
dumb
out of
nigga
here.
like that can't tell me nothing.
Well, yeah.
Nothing.
But-
The nigga can't. That nigga can't tell
I
me
can see-
nothing.
But why do you
Maybe
feel like
somebody-
he would though? But why do you feel like he would listen? Why do you feel like that? Has he?
If it was somebody else, if it was another guy that I dealt with, and
No.
he told
I'm
him,
asking you
maybe
about
not him,
the father of your kids. I'm not asking
because
about.
he's a cornball. Like, I mean, that's what it is. My baby he's a cornball. My ex-husband, he's a cornball. So he's not gonna take him seriously because he's a real man, and he knows that. That's just
You know what's so crazy? What I notice about it's two different type of things I notice about men and women. Right? Not one time has he talked down about his baby mother, and you talk down about your baby father at least
Absolutely.
15 times.
Absolutely.
Why do you think that's okay?
because his obligation is to be a certain type of man for his daughters, and I can't respect a man that's like that.
But you still made that decision in being with that man and having those kids with that man, right?
Well, just because he was a good husband doesn't mean that he was going to be a good father, and I learned that later.
I mean, I get it, but why do y'all women feel like it's okay to down somebody that you used to be with? You don't feel that maybe one day, let's say, God forbid, I wish you guys a long relationship. Do you feel like she would do the same to you? You don't think so? You don't think she would talk about you the same way that she talks about her baby father? Because the same thing she could use against you. She could say, well, he's passive and he's this, and I could walk all over him.
To that degree, she may say something like that because this nigga always got something to say. So she gonna say something.
He always has something to say?
But she would never take from me being a good husband or a good father. I give that to her. She gives me my props. She goes, yo, I love you because you came in and you taking care of your kids and you taking care of my kids.
That's respectable. That's dope.
And she always gives me my props and respect for that. That
I could tell she's the same way with your children as well, right?
yeah.
I could tell because she's bossy. She like she wants.
She
to
get right in their ass.
Yeah, I could
The
tell.
first day.
She has that. She has that. I sense that energy from her. Like she wants everything to be revolve around her, how she feels. Nothing else matters.
She's very what's the word? If she's working, let's say she's working on something, she's very one track focused. She's locked on that. And like you said, side shit, because she could be doing something. Yo, babe, I'm gonna talk to you for a minute. There's silence. Yo, nigga, you hear me talking? Huh? What's the matter? Yo, I'm talking to you, my nigga. You ain't hear me? She's very focused and like very.
It's called driven.
That's not called driven, nigga.
It's called driven.
That's just driven.
Yes.
It's about
I
you.
want to give whatever I'm doing 100% of my attention.
Okay. So why don't you give 100% of your attention to trusting him and his thoughts, and how he feels like he wants to interact with the mother of his kids? Why don't you allow him?
I don't think he wants to. I think he feels he's obligated to, and I'm here to tell him that he doesn't. He's not obligated.
You don't think he's obligated to his baby mother in a way? You don't think so?
No,
Why not?
because she's not a good person.
How do you know she's not a good person? Because of what he told you?
From my own personal. See, I went into this situation with him, or rather relationship with him, with an open mind because I'm a baby mother, right? And I know that all antics and things that we can do as bitter women. So I came into this with an open mind. The games that was played is beyond repair. So
She felt she had to school me and teach me, like show
because
me.
I went through it. I went through it before him. So if you don't want somebody to get hurt, you want to show them, listen, this will happen to me, or this could happen like this. So maybe you need to move this way because I don't want somebody to come in and take advantage of you.
But that kind of feels like you don't trust his insight.
No, it just means that I just want to make sure that he's good.
But what if he? I could guarantee you told her numerous times, babe, I got this. Right?
I told her that.
So why don't you allow him to do that?
Because then another situation occur and I have to rehab that conversation. Like, listen, I told you before. stop messing with this person. Don't deal with them. Don't let them know too much. Don't have them too close in because another situation is going to occur. And I don't want to be that person to have to tell you that I told you so.
But why is it that he has to listen to you? But when he told you you should not be entertaining these guys and doing this at the job, you didn't listen to him.
I guess I didn't look at it that way. But
Y'all never look at it that way. Y'all always feel like everything is about y'all. Y'all don't think that that's a problem? Everything is not about you, though.
right, but I can know the situation. Like, let me give you an example.
I could know a situation too. When I spot these niggas, I'm like, yo, that nigga is. Oh no.
I met somebody once on a business matter, and the person and I got along really well. Happened to be the opposite sex, and
I was gonna bring that up, but go ahead. I'm happy you got into that, but go ahead.
we mesh very well business wise. And it was misinterpreted.
Business wise, and what kind of business?
It was entertainment business.
So you guys partnered up on something,
Right.
Okay.
And it went really well. Make a long story short, my husband felt a little uncomfortable with it, and I brought him on board. I said, hey, listen, this is maybe something you could get into. We could do it as a team. Mr. and Mrs. Do it together. Cockrell. Turn up. And fast forward, he it was a joint effort, but it was just that one something. Oh, well, I didn't like the way he looked at you that time.
So let me ask you a question. Are you comfortable with her having male friends? Or you're not comfortable with that? Do you even believe in that, for that matter? Do you believe men and women could be friends? What's that word? Platonic? Is that the word? Platonic friends. Do you think that's...
I don't want to be naive and be like, no. At the end of the day, it depends on the person, on the people. You can have a friend of the opposite sex and just be friends. But
you felt their situation had too much chemistry? Because the way she emphasized on business relationship, the way she said it, she emphasized like, we had a really good business relationship. I feel like when people usually say that, it means their chemistry was kind of cool.
I'm going to be completely honest. You
see that wrist? That shit started. That nigga ready to bench press side. Like, you just hit that gym and get the shit out of here. But go ahead.
In the beginning, I'm like, nah, this nigga is. You can't be like.
What was he doing? What gave you those indications to feel like that?
In the beginning, I just didn't believe that
it was business.
It was business, but I saw her operate. I came in, I saw how she moved. I saw there was like an event, and I saw how she came in and she got things in order. You go there. She did it good. I said, oh shit, like, okay, this is straight up business. This is good. There was another event. I saw how she handled it. I'm like, okay, my baby was good. She's like, yo, you might need security. Want to come in and help do? I said, you know what, Ben, I'm down. And I was good. I was on board. I'm on team. Okay, this is all business. It's good. But I stepped off to go change my shirt. When I came back, she was talking to some people. And I saw him do like a reach back and look at her ass. So I said, "Oh, now you done fucked up." Now,
so it's I've never seen your wife's ass. You know what I'm saying? Nor am I gonna ask for her to get up and let me see. You do hit the gym. I've seen your page. I had back surgery. I'm not in a position to fight. But is she well shaped down there?
Yes, my wife is very attractive. Has a very nice body.
So what? I think. Don't you think any man would look?
Not like that though. If you mean you could look, but to take it upon yourself, like she's like facing this way, and you standing behind her, and to like bend your neck and back and do like a deep look at her fucking ass. Come on, now you're doing too much. You could take a quick glance.
But why does it matter? Don't you trust her?
I trust. Yeah, it had nothing to do with her at that point.
I think he was more mad about the fact that I didn't believe him.
Well, no, that was later. Because when I brought up to her, she goes, "Oh, I don't believe it. He wouldn't do that." The fuck you mean? I looked at him. I saw him do it.
Did you feel like he was lying? Just to try to.
Right.
You felt like he was lying, like,
Yeah.
or you just saying that just because you don't
You
like
feel
the
some
situation?
type of way about the relationship.
If that was the case, I never would have came on board.
I think you did it to just shut.
I never would have came on board from the first place.
I kind of feel like he hopped on just to watch to see what's going on.
I think so.
Because if you do security, what you doing watching what he's doing?
No.
I'm just saying, right? If you doing security,
Hold on.
I'm just saying, if you doing security, what are you doing watching what he's doing?
There's a very important part of that story. The event was over. And as I said, I walked back to the car to change my shirt. At this point, everyone was just outside me.
He's always on patrol, though.
That had nothing to do with it, nigga. Got it. The event was over. Everybody was outside talking, just chilling. I went to go change my shirt, and as I walked back, I saw that. So I said, then I got back on my nigga shit. Nah. Nope. Fuck out of here. Nah.
So did that cause a friction between your relationship when you and the guy?
Yes.
So are you guys still working together or no?
No.
So he caused that to end. Do you feel like you and that guy's partnership was really good?
Partly.
Did you feel like you and that guy's relationship was good? Did you feel like you had a good
Yes.
relationship with that guy?
Yes.
And it was a good business relationship?
Absolutely.
And you felt like you could have went somewhere?
Absolutely.
So why didn't you trust her and allow her to take it to that point?
She's full of shit, because that wasn't the case at all.
But it's not fair that, you know, that she could blame the other people and supposed to trust you, but you're blaming somebody else and you're not trusting her. So you think that's fair?
That's not fair, but that's not the case, though.
No, but me. Is that not fair? I'm just saying.
That's not fair. You can't do it. You're right. That's not fair at all.
It's not fair.
That's not fair.
So why didn't you allow that relationship to flourish? Do you feel like she would have did something to cause, or he could have did something to cause something to?
She's leaving out parts.
Oh well, listen. This is why I'm here. I'm here to hear the parts.
She's leaving out. Okay, here's the most important part. With me, I was a small part in that. It became a thing of when she gave him advice, when it came time to sign contracts, he wouldn't do it. Or there was a problem. He became difficult. Listen, you got to do this, you got to do that, and you got to do this. So they had their own problem going on. And like I told her, you're not going to put it all on me, because you stopped fucking with him partly on your own shit. The part with your husband, with
But that's
myself.
not what she said, though.
That's not what she said.
She said that she had a great relationship, business relationship with him.
So unless she lied to
who's
me
lying
about it.
here?
I mean, in any relationship, there are challenges, right? And so that was one that was a challenging relationship, but I think overall it was a great relationship to have. And I think the majority of, or the main reason why that relationship expired was because of my husband. And I made it very clear to the other person that, listen, I can no longer work with you because it makes my husband feel uncomfortable.
But outside,
And that was wrong to do that. You
it's
shouldn't
completely
have said
wrong.
that.
I think you're completely wrong. I think you shouldn't have jumped to that conclusion. But outside of that, was there any other indications that made you feel, whether from your wife or from that guy, that made you feel like it's? I feel like you're using the whole contract thing as a catapult, as an excuse to kind of take away the fact that you was insecure about the situation.
That was, like I said, that was part of it. The contract part was part of it, and my part of it, the problem was part of it. Like I told her, you're not going to put it all on me. You're not going to say it didn't work out all because of me, because that was not the case.
So let's say he didn't say anything. Let's say he was comfortable with that. Do you feel like your relationship would have worked with him?
With the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think what kind of business were you in? Matter of fact, what kind of business?
Management. Music
Management for artists. Okay. You still doing that now? You still working with artists now?
Not as of right now. No.
Why not?
The person we were speaking of is no longer with us. So.
Why do you need him to continue that business?
It was just really sensitive. I was really involved, and I have to learn that there's a fine line between business relationships and being.
I'm trying to understand. What do you mean fine line? If the business was purely business, like you're saying,
right?
What was the fine line?
The fine line is that after the person expired, I was involved with his personal life, and I'm not ready to move forward with that yet.
Oh, okay, I understand. Well, you should. Don't give up on that. You know what I mean? Maybe you could be the security. You know what I'm saying? Just, not securing her ass. the people, you know what I'm saying? Would you be comfortable with her getting back in the business working with another guy?
Yes.
You'd be comfortable with that.
I'll
Why'd you
be
hesitate?
Yes.
Why'd you hesitate?
No, I would.
You trust her enough.
I do. I trust her. I trust her, but
Now.
I just think that she gets a little too involved, and it goes back to the one track focus and putting all your attention on something. You get too involved with it, and I think that she was really, really.
So you saying she was giving too much time to that, and it took away from what you guys had?
No, I wouldn't even say that. I think she did a good job.
So what's wrong with that? I think anybody that's in a business, they should be able to go full head speed and put their 120%. Like she said earlier, I'm the type that puts 120% in whatever I'm doing. So if you know that about her and you understand that characteristic in her, why haven't you accepted that and trusted her in the sense of saying, you know what, this is how my wife is. I could trust her to do business and not worried about it.
Like I said earlier, when I saw how she worked and how she was doing, I got on board and I was down with it. And that thought was out of my mind. But when I saw my man checking the ass out, I said, nah, that's
my ass.
That's bullshit. Not even that it's my ass. It's a thing of respect. My wife walked by, she's a woman, you go look at her ass. Okay, fine. But like I said, to go to extent like lean all the way back over the fucking rail and look at her ass, like you doing too much, my nigga. Come on.
I think a lot of guys do.
Not like
Space
that,
Ghost,
dude.
how many times you leaned over to see some ass? They gotta lean over my shorty to see some ass. Like
somebody that you're working with, that you call your sis, like that's supposed to be,
I don't
team.
I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that sis bro thing. I don't believe in that at all. That's just me.
Because she that was like my little brother. How about I didn't want to believe that? Like, nah. I'm telling you what I saw. And it was disrespectful.
So you had a bro-sis relationship with homie?
He reminded me a lot of my brother. So
did she tell you
it
the
was
same
naturally
thing?
for me to treat him like my little brother.
Later she said that.
Okay. So are you comfortable with him having female friends?
Yes.
Does he have female friends?
That I know of, no.
But I thought you were comfortable with that. So what if he decided...
I am comfortable with that. If he met a female today and she wanted to be...
Do you believe that?
Friendly with my husband, I would be okay with that.
How do you know shorty that was grinding on him that day in the club wasn't trying to be his friend?
And she was clearly not trying to do that.
I'm saying, I think friends do.
Unless you talk with your ass. I mean,
you
don't talk with
it could
your
happen,
ass.
right?
You don't talk with your ass.
You don't talk with your ass.
So you would be completely
how you
comfortable. So let's say he had the same similar relationship.
I meet somebody in the gym.
Yeah, let's say he met somebody in the gym and he's
Right.
working out with her every day. Would you be comfortable with that?
I mean, I better see some results out of that. Like,
No, you can't do that.
I'm saying if you're working as hard with the person together, and it's something better come out of that, because there's a thin line of men and women. As you said, you weren't on board with the opposite
nothing
sex
came out of
being
that?
friends. Something did come out of that.
What?
Lots.
No.
Yeah.
So what? What came out of it?
I mean, as far as me as a manager, a lot came out of
What?
that.
If you want to say you gained experience from doing it, that's something that's okay.
Definitely gained experience,
But
but
don't
and
say,
exposure and projects in which we were working on flourished. So yeah, lots came out of it. I saw a lot of my work come to light.
So
But
would
that
you
was
be
later.
comfortable with that if she had a male friend? Are you comfortable with that in your relationship?
I would have to see how the person is. I'm telling you, I just
See how the person look.
Well, what?
No.
So how to look?
what the fuck do I care
So
about how a
you think
nigga look?
matters? So and let's say he was a guy that came in with a
If he was a bald
dog
head,
shit bald head guy, muscular.
it's not going down. He's not letting me. It don't matter. It don't matter. He's not letting me be cordial, friendly. Don't talk to that guy no more. I don't like him.
That's bullshit. Because
Has that happened?
Somewhat, yes. A muscular guy being friendly with me.
Yo, you know, I like to pay attention to my guests. You know what I'm saying?
You seen the hand go
Yeah,
like this?
the hand starts going like this. It's like he's trying to. I mean, has that happened? Because she said it has.
Yeah, she.
So you don't trust her around anybody that looks like you.
No, it's not that. It's the characteristic of the person.
But why does that matter?
Because if a nigga's a straight up cool nigga, or this nigga's that's mad cool who won't even attempt or think of doing shit like that. But there's little slime boy niggas who'll laugh in your face, but in the back of their mind, they thinking about, yo, how can I try to fuck?
But why does that matter?
It does matter. That's my whole fucking wife.
But so you don't trust her then?
No, I trust her.
Oh boy,
I don't trust the
you
dudes.
guys, do you guys talk about this all the time?
I mean, I think that it's different when you're married than when you're in a
What's the difference?
relationship. Because marriage, it shows the other person how serious you are. Like you took the next step. You went before everybody and said, I'm going to be with this person forever. Where if you guys are engaged or if you're dating, then it leaves that window of opportunity. Like you might,
How?
not be in that later.
No, but how does it leave that window of opportunity? What's the difference between?
Because there's no sign of real commitment. You didn't commit and say, this is who I want to spend the rest of my life
So
with.
you believe that having a ring means commitment?
No, not a ring. To sign, you changed your last name. You're married.
No, you changed your last name.
I changed my last name.
So you're committed.
I am.
That's good. But so you believe that piece of paper means commitment.
I mean something.
So you don't think he was committed before he asked you to marry him?
No, I think he's a relationship guy.
Or do you think that's why he married you, because he's a relationship guy?
No, I think that he's very comfortable in a relationship.
No, but I'm asking you a particular question. Do you feel that you guys didn't have that before that piece of paper?
I think he showed me. Somebody could tell you something, but when they show you something, it's different.
Okay, how long y'all was together before y'all got married?
4 years, right?
4 years.
So y'all got 10 years altogether.
No. We were together 4 years.
4 years, married for 2 now.
Yes.
So for those other 4 years, you don't feel like he was committed? He wasn't showing you?
I think that he was committed, but I've had people say things to me before that.
What do you mean?
I've had someone say, I want to marry you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you, and it didn't pan out that way. So it's nice to hear. Thank you for the compliment. But when someone shows you something, it
But how does
takes
a
it
piece
to a
of
different.
how does a piece of paper do that? How many in America alone, 80% of marriages end in the first year. 80%, the divorce rate.
Our situation, he was married and I was married. So this was.
Oh, y'all was married at the same time when y'all got together. He was still married. You were still married.
I was newly divorced.
Oh, and he was still married.
Yes.
And then he ended up getting divorced to marry you.
Right.
So between those 4 years, was he still married?
Yes.
And then when he finally divorced, then you guys got married?
Yes.
So you feel like he wasn't committed until that time?
I think that, yeah.
Were you taking care of her? Were you doing your trucking thing? Was you helping her pay bills?
Of course.
Was you there? So you didn't think that was enough?
But he was also doing that for his ex-wife. Well, at the time, his wife.
What do you mean?
So he was financially contributing to her day-to-day at the time.
In a sense of, because that's the mother of his kids and he has children with
No,
her,
to
right?
her.
No.
To her.
No.
That's not true?
That's not true. Any money or funds that went over to that house was for the betterment and going towards my children.
But if you knew that
Now-
those funds wasn't going to no kids.
But that had nothing to do with me. Now,
Go ahead.
if I put that money, this is for, you want to go buy some food, here, boom, you're going to they need some clothes, here's the money. And then she takes some of that money and fucks off and go do some other shit with it. You can't say I'm giving money to her for her shit. She took the money, didn't handle it right. That's not on me.
Once, okay. Twice,
She could do
okay.
it. She could do it 15 times. That money
Every
still
time?
went towards the house for my children.
But what does
Nah.
that have to do with him?
Because I'm showing him, look, this is what's going on. Maybe we need to be proactive.
But why are you doing that? Why is that your business?
Because we are a couple.
But why is that your business? You think because you're in a relationship, everything is your business?
No, because if we share finances, it is my business.
Does he interfere with your relationship with you and your baby father in any way?
I'm gonna say yes.
Yes, in what way?
He makes it very clear that there's some guidelines. There's some lines.
Do tell.
What's these guidelines?
Yes.
I mean, it's just the way he is. I can't really explain what he does. That's just the way he is. It's
No, but a
just certain
guideline
things.
would have to be specific words, specific conversation that would indicate what he doesn't want. Has he given you that? Or are you going off of body language?
No, not body language, but there's been situations where he's like, that ain't happening again.
Like? As he would say, do tell.
I mean, let's say the kids go over there for the weekend or whatever, and they come back and they got some busted sneakers or whatever. He'll be telling me like, don't let them come back with them. Like, let him keep them busted sneakers over there with him, cause these are my kids and this is the way that they look.
I understand what you're saying to a certain degree, but when I came into that house and I took on the responsibility of those are my kids, I don't give a fuck who it is. I'm not letting nobody fuck over them. Nobody. I don't give a shit who it is.
But why is that your business?
It's my business because I took on the role as their pops or as their stepfather. I'm the man in the house with them. I take them to school. I pick them up. I buy their clothes. I do all that shit. Me.
Are you doing that because he's not doing that?
I'm doing that because even if he was doing that, I would still do it. And he does it sporadically.
But don't you think that could cause friction in a way between her and her baby father?
Probably, maybe.
Has it?
Yes.
So has it caused issues with you and your baby father?
Yeah.
And did he get in between that, or did he allow you to deal with that situation?
I made it very clear that he couldn't do some of the things that he used to do before because of my husband.
Right, you're not going to come stay at my house. I'm sorry.
Oh, he used to come stay at the house?
Well, not stay at the house, but like if the kids were going with him for the weekend, I would allow him to come and sit down on the couch and wait for the kids.
Why you can't do that?
Nah, stay outside, nigga.
But why not? Why?
What the fuck you coming inside for?
So were you upset at her when she let him in the house?
The first time I heard it, but I'm like, yeah. I'm like, no, there's no reason for him to be upstairs in my house, sitting down on the couch, drinking juice or whatever the fuck it is, waiting for the kids to get ready. You can stay outside in your car, they'll come down, they'll be out in a minute. Why you have to come? Because, but now, and I say that to say because you used to do that shit. And I don't want you to get comfortable at all, my nigga. Don't get this twisted. It's not this type of game. We're not doing that. You come to pick your children up, you can come pick your children up. And furthermore, he was disrespectful to my wife a couple of times. So you're not going to come bring your ass in my fucking house after you've been disrespectful to her.
But if that's what she allows.
Now, if she tells me, oh, I want him to come upstairs, and it'll be, I get it, but we still going to have a problem.
But I wouldn't do that because I just don't want the conflict between the two.
Because he's not allowed to have his baby mother come over and sit on the couch either.
Well, I invited her over, so.
Oh, so you feel like since you would allow her to come, he should be able to allow your baby father to come
I think that
over.
at one point, like I said, I wanted us to all get along.
It seems like you do things so you can get away with things.
Not get away with it,
Do you
but I
feel like that?
definitely wanted it to be a situation that we both could do. Like, it would just be a calm, cool, collective situation on both ends.
When y'all all together at the same time, is there any conflict? Did you guys have like a cool, comfortable? You guys able to? Do you communicate with him? Is there any conversation, or is
Of late, there's been the times I bumped into him. He dropped the girls off one time, and I just pulled up, and he was like, "Oh, the girls forgot they clothes. Can you take it upstairs? Are you gonna go upstairs? Can you take it?" I said, "No problem. Do I take it upstairs?"
That's cool. So it seems like he wants to be cordial.
He wants to be cordial, but then he does dumb shit. One of our daughters had a birthday recently, and he said, "Hey, are you guys gonna do anything? You gonna have like a party and things?" But yeah, we do our regular shit. He goes, "Can I come by?" So she goes, "Listen, I have to ask my husband first." So he goes, "Oh, beat it. You want to come by? You want to chill?" I said, "Sure." I said, "Don't tell the girls. It'll be a surprise to them
right.
to see everybody in the house together."
Yeah, that's good.
The
I like that.
motherfucker flaked. Oh, my cat. Whatever he said. He said somebody was sick or something. No show. Nigga. you fucked up. That's it.
No, I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair. That's completely not fair.
But I opened the
I
door
think you
for
was
you.
waiting for a reason. You
No.
look for no.
Because he wasn't coming anyway.
No. That's not something you do. No. It's like I feel like you put that situation there and you like, see? Look.
But I didn't bring it up though. She brought it to me.
I'm just saying. But why did you what if something really happened that he couldn't come? So why? So now all of a sudden it's fuck that. It's all a big hoopla. I mean, he sees his kids on a regular, correct? You said he doesn't see. You said that. You said he sees his children.
It's a
Complicated situation.
It's a complicated
It's
situation.
not complicated.
Well, okay. Well, at the end of the day, it's a court ordered situation. So it's supposed to be every other weekend, and his children are old enough to say, "I don't want to do that." So I can't control that.
But he does want to see his kids though.
That's what he says, but when it's time to deliver, he doesn't show up.
Do you think that your relationship with him, with your husband, and being that you're married, has a conflict with that?
I think so. But it changed it more so because before it was already like that. Like he just show up whenever he wants. But now I feel like he has an excuse. Like
What's the excuse?
They good. They got a pops to throw it on me. Like I shouldn't have gotten married, and maybe he would have had a better relationship with his kids if I didn't.
You think that's fair?
That's bullshit. That makes absolutely no sense. At the end of the day, if my ex-wife goes out there and gets married and she has a dude, they're together, no matter what she doing, I'm never going to stop seeing my kids. Nothing's going to keep me from seeing my children.
But would you feel comfortable with that man being the man that you are to her kids, to your kids?
I would love that.
You would?
Be a stand-up dude. Be a real man. Be a stand-up dude. Show them this is what a man does. A man takes care of his family. A man gets out there and he takes care of his family. Not this, okay, daddy going to see you, and then you ghost for fucking 3 months and then show up again. Hey,
but don't you think it could cause an argument that it may almost seem like a competition, that maybe you're doing this to prove that you're a better man than their kid's father? You don't think that could be misinterpreted in that way?
I think he may have certain feelings about it.
I agree with that. I think that he thinks he's in a competition with him.
Right, but
who your children's father?
Yeah.
He may, but he should. Them niggas should know there's no competition over here. Like you couldn't hold one of my fucking socks.
Because you over exceed, right?
I would never treat my children the way he has treated his children. As far as the absence and the financial part of it, I could never shit on my children like that.
But what if maybe he feels? Did you ever sit back and allow a conversation between you to see why that's like that? Maybe he could feel like, yo, this guy's taking over my role. Maybe he could feel some type of way about that. You never thought about that?
See, but he can't say it because he was fucking up before I came into the picture.
Very true.
It ain't nothing new that started. You've been doing it before I came into the picture.
You a good man, man. I gotta hand you guys got a pretty good seems like a pretty good relationship in a sense, I think, but I think that you guys have to start being a little bit more honest with each other about how y'all feel on certain things. I think you hold a lot of shit back. I think you are not honest about how you feel when it comes to your insecurities. You know what I'm saying? I think you think you're not insecure. Most men that go to the gym think that they're not insecure.
God, that's a stereotype. Come on, man.
I'm not stereotyping not. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going off of, like, that's why I ask certain type of questions and I ask certain things because I'm trying to get information. It's not me trying to fix or destroy anything. Right. It's me trying to find information to kind of get an idea of how you guys think. So from my thing, I think you guys been together long enough to the point where you guys are like repeating each other's words. You guys like became each other. Because you're saying it's not him, it's I trust her, I don't trust him. And she's like, I trust him, I don't trust her. Like, that's a big thing that I think eventually could hurt you guys. And you have to be more trustful with each other. Stop worrying about everybody else. Your baby father doesn't matter. His baby mother doesn't matter. No other dude matters. No other female matters. Right. If you trust him, then it should be just about him. Your relationship is you and him, not you and your baby mother and your baby father. It's this relationship between y'all. So stop using that excuse with each other. Like, oh, whatever. Be honest. You know, baby, I don't trust you. Why don't you trust me, baby? I feel like you would do that. Well, baby, why? You understand what I'm saying? Because if you keep throwing it somewhere else, then you're never going to get to the source of how you really feel. Do you get what I'm saying?
I understand.
And that's what y'all both need to do. I think you guys are a great couple. I think you have a good man. I think you have a good woman. I think you should trust her. And I think, she should trust you, most importantly. It seems like she has a bigger trust issue than you do. You know what I'm saying? That's what it seems like, and I'm not going against you. That's what it seems like. But overall, I think you guys are a great couple, man. I definitely appreciate y'all for coming on my show for the second installment of What the Hell Do I Know? Because everybody think I know everything. I don't know shit. This is why I'm here asking questions to try to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But if you guys let me know what you feel like in the comments. Do you feel like these guys are a good couple? Do you feel like they're hiding something? And if you do, comment below and let me know, man. Thank you for tuning in. You can go ahead and, sign. You can tell your Instagram. He probably might not want nobody to follow you.
He definitely said that.
Oh,
so that's why you denied my request. You not letting another bald nigga with a beard follow you. That's crazy. That's crazy. So go ahead. You tell your Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
Babe, if you want to share Instagram, you're more than welcome to share it.
It's
shit.
_real_Mrs. Cockrell to you too.
Mr. Cockrell to you.
Well, that's it, man. Thank
you.
Oh,
wait. I'm sorry, sir.
Go ahead.
One more thing.
No, go ahead.
One thing.
No, go ahead.
It's for space. Just for the record. Glory hole. Blindfold. 2 million. I don't care who's over there. 2 million. I'm sticking my dick in that hole for 2 million. I'm just saying.
I ain't gonna lie, man. That's kind of crazy.
That's 2 mil.
2 mil? What if there's another man in there? You don't even know. It could be a goat sucking your dick. Or blowfish. You know? I'm just saying, like, 2 million, I'm not sticking my dick in no random hole. My nigga. What if it's like somebody waiting to go train?
See, now that's different. See, now that's a whole different.
What's the scenario, real quick?
Stick your dick in a hole, you get it sucked. You find out who it was
2 months later.
Damn, bro.
So you've been gay for 2 months and didn't even know.
No, but you don't know what it is. How can you be gay?
You get the 2 mil first?
Yeah, 2 mil cash up front.
Yeah, 2 mil not enough, man, to be getting a little fruity, man. You gotta at least go at least 3, 10, 20.
What's one more bill?
Damn, I mean, take that chance.
And
I need a cool half.
I can use 20 G's for therapy afterwards. If it is a dude, that's a wrap. I got money for therapy now.
Damn, how you feel about that?
I mean,
she'd be happy because she probably have a Bentley
half of that
outside.
on you, right?
Right. She knows she got half.
But listen, my suggestion: don't stick your dick in no hole if you don't know what's at the under end. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? You guys are on your own with that one. Yo, thanks for tuning in, man. It's KingFace_F1. Follow me, follow my guests, man, and leave your comments below, man. This is crazy.
Oh shit!
Thank you for joining the show, man. Thank you,
bro,
big
man.
bro.
Good
Thank you
pleasure,
for coming
man.
through, man. You know what I'm saying? I was being kind of cool, man. You know what I'm saying?